You're live. Man, I tell you what, I went to go live and it said couldn't access my microphone. And just yesterday, I couldn't even go live at first. I couldn't go live at all at 5:30 because YouTube was doing something. And then I went to figure out how to record with my Logitech camera that I have hooked up to my computer. And I realized, hey, I don't know how to do this. And then YouTube came back up and you could live stream later on that day. So I was like, okay, cool. And now I just went to go live at 5:30 and it said, can't access my microphone. So hopefully the microphone is working. I went in, tried to figure it out, and I realized I don't really know how to, what microphone? I know I have a microphone, but I don't know where it's coming from. And I messed with something, and hopefully it's working. And I'm not sounding like this. That would be terrible. I'll do a whole yoga session without any noise, any audio. Which made me think about, I need to learn this technology stuff, man. I need to learn at least the basics. Okay, you know yoga, you know how to talk about yoga, you know how to talk now. Well, I don't know how to talk, but now you got to learn how to use this technology, which almost connects on accident with a Jordan Peterson quote that I was looking at before that happened. The stars lined up. And this is the quote from Jordan Peterson that I was going to share. Become aware of your own insufficiency. Again, become aware of your own insufficiency. Jordan Peterson. Perfect timing. I have an insufficient base of knowledge of not knowing how to use technology or not knowing how to word that. I don't think I worded that right. So this morning, before all that happened, I read that and I thought how someone can see that at first glance as a negative way to see things. Become aware of your own insufficiency, especially in the so-called yoga circles. It's always about having a positive mindset, focusing on positive things so you can have a positive life. Now, while that's true, there is an element or a way of thinking in yoga where you are aware of things that you may not be too knowledgeable about, let's say. Just use it as an example. I can use what just happened as an example. So it's about being truthful. That's the base, about being truthful. So with this camera thing and this technology, I am insufficient with using it. Can't ignore it. I shouldn't say, you know what, I'm awesome in using it. Or it's okay that I have this limited base of knowledge on how to use this technology. No, be truthful. I have an insufficient ability on how to use this technology. This is just an example. It just came up. I just thought of it. And what happens is then you accept that, okay, I don't know how to use this technology. Now what? Learn how to use it. Now, let's use another example, and I'll use myself. Sometimes I get lazy. I can always say, no, I need a rest, or I'm not lazy. I can deny it or chalk it up to something else. Nope, be truthful. And then once you're truthful and you accept this truth, then you find out how not to be lazy. I mean, let's face it, being lazy is not a positive thing. It's not a positive thing. in my opinion, is not a positive thing. I mean, we have a limited amount of time on this earth. Being lazy is not a positive thing, in my opinion. So that's the quote. Whoops, gotta get my phone back up. That's the quote for number 182 YouTube Live Yoga routine session for today. Become aware of your own insufficiency. Jordan Peterson. Jordan Peterson, he's the man. Right now, put my phone up. Right now, I think he might still be sick. Sick. Not sick like, but like sick is the wrong word. He might be not doing too well. And I tried to find out if he was doing better or not. I don't even know the guy, but I've seen him, seen some of his videos. I've seen him talk on Joe Rogan, and I just hope he's doing good. He's doing a lot for a lot of people. His truthfulness, straight up. He's a straight up guy. We need that. We need that, in my opinion. In my opinion. So today we're going to do, of course, the mountain pose. We settle on the mountain pose. Then we're going to do 2 slow sun salutations with variations. And then we're going to go into easy pose, which is the modification of the lotus pose. And we'll do some stretches and movements there. And then we'll close it up with a yoga seal and sealing in all the benefits of the yoga poses. So let me take off my glasses. So feet are shoulder width apart. Toes go up, spread the toes as wide as you can. Each toe touches the floor one at a time. Knees are bent, hips are tilted, arms are relaxed, shoulders are relaxed, neck is relaxed. And just focus 100% on the breathing. Think nothing else but of the breathing. Remember, you're already breathing automatically. So you're watching it. And you do that by watching the belly. As you inhale, the belly expands with air. When you exhale, the belly goes in. Or bring your focus to the tip of the nose and watch the air go in and out. And remember, you're trying to line up the bones where the skeleton is just standing. And you're finding that stability. And remember, the stability is in the movement. So a lot of people interpret and understand mountain pose as a stable pose, and it is stable. But the stability is in the slight movement that may be happening in the skeleton. So if you're here, you're wobbling back and forth, you find the stability in the wobble, meaning you're becoming flexible and you're going with the movement. That is true stability. And you can stay here and you can get firm and just boom and become solid, but too much firmness can break, like a pencil. But try to break a straw. Terrible example, I just thought of it, but if you got a pencil and it's firm, it can break. But you try to break a straw, you can't. That's firm. That's strength. So that's exactly what we're doing in this pose. Going with the movement. So you're here, you may, I'm exaggerating the movement, but you may go back a little bit. Just go with it. Don't try to hold it because you'll break. You go with it. True strength is flexibility. And bring the palms together, thumbs to the heart center. Push the arms out, up and back. Inhale slowly. And then exhale. As you exhale, you hinge forward from the lower back. And you're just going to fall in the ragdoll. The ragdoll, the arms are dangling. The head is dangling. You're just accepting where you are. Accept where the body goes. You're not pulling yourself in. You're not pushing yourself down.
Not trying to be somewhere, you're not judging it, you're just accepting. And in that acceptance is openness. So although the body's closed up, you're still open. The body does not dictate whether you have an open mind. We take that off the yoga mat. And then when you're in a situation where you're feeling closed, maybe at a job, you're feeling like, man, this job isn't closing. Let go of that and accept that you're in that job. And what happens is that your mind becomes open. You have new thoughts, new ideas. Then you can find your way out when your mind is open. Or you can reinterpret your situation. And who knows, you may think, man, you know what? My job is awesome. I don't feel enclosed. It's all in the mind. It's all in the mind. So palms to the calves, elbows into the sides of the legs. You're going to arch the back, raise the head. Inhale. Inhale as much as you can. And then exhale. As you exhale, pull yourself in and down. Get all the air out. And again, arch the back, raise the head. Inhale. Inhale as much as you can. And then exhale. As you exhale, you pull yourself in and down. Push all the air out. Get all the air out. And again, arch the back, raise the head. Inhale. Then exhale, pull yourself in and down, get all the air out. Now, once all the air is out, just release. And just breathe and focus on the breathing. Now, you are pulling yourself in and down, and the forehead is going to the knees. But you're accepting where you are. Once you accept and you settle, you're no longer really pulling yourself in and down. You are, but you're not. You're settling in the pose. No more struggle. No more trying to be there. Just accept. The palms to the sides of the feet. Left leg is back into a low lunge. The low lunge, top of the foot to the floor. Knees to the floor. Hips are square, pushing forward diagonally. Back is arched, so the hip bones push forward, and then arching the back and feeling open. And you feel open. Remember, don't judge the pose, just accept where you are and focus on the breathing, thinking of nothing else but of the breathing. You're going to go to high lunge. With the high lunge, curl the toes under the back. Knee goes up. Get the leg as straight as you can. We're going to stay in the high lunge for a second or so, just as a transition pose. And then downward dog. The downward dog, the arms are straight. Legs are straight. Something on my computer here. And you are pushing into the pose. That's something. Where am I at? Downward dog. And you're really, really pushing into the pose, but you're only pushing the spot right before you feel like, man, I should be further. Find that spot, settle there, and just focus on the breathing. Remember, the arms are straight, legs are straight, tailbones to the ceiling, heels are towards the floor, and no tension in the neck. So the head dangles. Wherever you are, push a little bit more if you feel like you should or could. If not, listen to yourself and say, you know what, I can't. Then don't. Be your own guru. Then you're going to go down to hands and knees. Elbows, palms together. And push yourself up and back. Really, really push into it. And now in this pose, the palms are pushing. So really push into it, spacing out the shoulder blades. So the shoulder blades go out to the sides. Just like the downward dog, similar. not just like, similar. And push, push, push. And then settle and focus on the breathing. This is the dolphin. Just focus on the breathing. And then go ahead and back to down. Can't speak. That. And go ahead back to hands and knees. Man, I can't speak. Pushing into it. You're in the downward dog, pushing, accepting, and focusing on the breathing. Thinking of nothing else but of the breathing. Then you slide into the upper dog. You drop down to the knees and the chest. It's a transition pose. It's a transition, strength transition. Can't get my words right this morning. And then just feel open. Now to modify this pose, you're going to go to hands and knees and do the cow. Arch the back. Or you go down to the belly for the small cobra where the chest is off the floor. The palms are touching the floor, but you're not using them. You're not pushing up. You're pulling up. You're using the back muscles. The back muscles are pull muscles. You're pulling up. And then just focus on the breathing. Think of nothing else but of the breathing. And then back to downward dog, pushing into it. Really, really push into it. Focus on the breathing. Push a little bit more if you feel like you should, and if you feel like you shouldn't, then listen to yourself and don't. You're learning to become your own guru. You're not listening to me. We're just doing yoga together. Learning how to be your own guru. Now hands and knees. Down to the elbows, palms together, pushing up and back. Really push into it. And again, push the palms together as much as you can, as hard as you can. Space out the shoulder blades. Push into it. Then settle and accept. And then back to hands and knees. Downward dog. Really push into it. And then the left foot is up between the hands into a low lunge. The low lunge, top of the foot to the floor, knees to the floor. Hips are square, pushing forward diagonally. Back is arching, head is going up. And you're feeling opened. Remember, don't judge the pose. Once you're settled, you just accept where you are. Acceptance. It's all about acceptance. It's not all about acceptance. That's just a saying. I don't know why I said that. I shouldn't have said that. Feel opened. Then high lunge. So curl the toes under the back. Knee goes up. Get the legs straight as you can. Just focus on the breathing. And then standing forward bend. Pull yourself in and down. Take off my socks. The socks are working against me. Sit where you are. Just focus on the breathing. Palms together. Reach out. Up and back. Inhale. Turn the palms out. Push your down and out. Now, the second set salutation, we're going to move into it fast. Inhale. Then exhale. Standing forward bend. Pull yourself in and down. Get all the air out. Once all the air is out, left leg goes back. Low lunge. Opening up. Inhale. Inhale as much as you can. Then downward dog. Exhale. Get all the air out. Then inhale. Upper dog. Inhale as much as you can. Then exhale. Downward dog. Get all the air out. Left foot is up, low lunge, inhale. Exhale, standing forward bend. Get all the air out. Palms together, reach out, up and back, inhale. Then exhale. And then mountain pose. Remember the mountain pose, just line yourself up. So lengthen up and then let the bones sit on top of each other. Finding that spot where the skeleton just stands. Now, pose or the lotus. You can do the lotus if you can. I can't. So you're going to go to the back of the mat, wherever you like. Now, in the easy pose, you're just going to find a spot that's easy. That's why it's called the easy pose. Call it the easy pose because most people can't do the lotus. So palms are to the knees. If you need to, go to a wall, lean against the wall, lean back like this. Some people put their hands like this. Whatever you like to do. Whatever you like to do. And just focus on the breathing. Thinking of nothing else but of the breathing. The right ear is to the right shoulder, back is straight, left shoulder's down, and just focus on the breathing. And when you're focused 100% on the breathing, you can't have judgment, you can't have control, you just accept. And that focus heightens your awareness and lets you feel what's going on in the body. So you're feeling the stretch in the left side of the neck. But you're not focused on it, you're focusing on the breathing. Bring the head to center, tilt the head to the left ear to the left shoulder. Right shoulder's down, back is straight, focusing 100% on the breathing. That heightens your awareness, lets you know what's going on in the body, lets you feel the stretch in the right side of the neck. Bring the head to center, tilt the head back. You're not drawing the head back, back is straight, chin goes straight up. And just focus on the breathing, thinking of nothing else but of the breathing. And bring the chin down to the chest, back stays straight. And just focus 100% on the breathing. Bring that to center. Neck rolls, drop the head to the right, down and around. The head drops down and goes around. You're exhaling. The head goes up and back. You're inhaling. Focusing on the breathing and letting the movement connect with the breathing. And what happens is that the movement becomes a form of a moving meditation. Then when the head goes to the top, you're going to reverse. Exhale as you go down and around. Inhale as you go up. And just focus on the breathing. When the head goes to the top, bring yourself to center. Shoulder shrug, shoulders to the ears, back, down, and around. When the shoulders go up, you're inhaling. As the shoulders go back and down, you're exhaling, linking the movement with the breathing, thinking of nothing else but of breathing. And then when the shoulders go to the ears, you're going to reverse. Exhale as you go down and around. Inhale as you go up. And then when the shoulders go to the ears, bring yourself to center. Trunk rotations, dropping down to the right, down and around. When you go down and around, the back is straight, and you're reaching out, and you're exhaling. As you're going up, you're inhaling. Again, you're linking this movement with the breathing. It's becoming more than just a movement, more than just stretching. It's a moving meditation. And then when you go to the top, you're going to reverse. Exhale as you go down and around. Inhale as you go up. And when you go to the top, you're going to bring yourself to center. And then half spiral twist. So left hand is on the right knee, right arm goes up, think of the spine, pull yourself straight up, then you twist, palm goes to the floor, center of the back, arm is straight and it's against the back. And make sure the head is twisting and focus 100% on the breathing. Go ahead and release, back to center. And then the other side. So left hand is on the, right hand is on the left knee, left arm goes up, pull yourself up, then you twist, palm goes to the floor, center of the back, arm is straight, and it's against the back. Make sure the head is twisting and you're focused 100% on the breathing. And then go ahead and release, back to center. And for the yoga CEO, reach behind you, grab the left wrist with the right hand, leaning forward, forehead is going down towards the floor, or it's to the floor. And you're sealing in all the benefits of the yoga poses, keeping the peace that you gained through the rest of the day. You're going to bring yourself back up. Hands go back in front, back is straight. And just focus on the breathing. Remember, focus 100% on the breathing. You're already breathing automatically. So you're just going to watch yourself breathe. And we're just going to stay here a little bit longer. So just watch yourself breathe. Bring the palms together. Namaste. That's it. So that's number 189. I can't see. I have calendar there, but I can't see it. I know it's 189. YouTube Live Yoga Routine. And I will see you tomorrow at 5:30 a.m. Arizona time, Mountain Standard Time. Namaste. Peace and love.